A Mr. Charles Bonner of Bonner and Bonner Law is representing the victims in Uvalde in a 27 billion, that's a B, billion class action lawsuit against quite possibly anyone who could even possibly be somewhat related to the situation. This is including the law enforcement who did nothing, as well as the manufacturer of the firearm and the store that originally sold the firearm. We got a lot to uncover here, a lot to unpack, but before we get going, I want to say thank you to everyone that puts up with me. Thank you to everyone that interacts with this channel. I've been gone for about a week or so, had some stuff going on, but we got to get back into it. We have some hopefully exciting information coming for you soon from one of the sponsors of the channel, Route 66 Shooting Sport Park. Hope to hear more about that soon on this channel. Now, what is going on? Well, some of the families affected by the Robb Elementary School shooting are now involved in a major lawsuit. This lawsuit is saying that they are going after the law enforcement, the department, the chief, all the people that could have been involved with the response to the shooting under the 14th Amendment, because you have the right to live your life, and this was taken from them. And they are saying that it's the police's fault for having an utter disregard for the life of the people they're supposed to protect. Now, I am kind of surprised when I see lawsuits like this, because I would assume that lawyers would be aware that the Supreme Court has ruled on many instances that the police have no duty or responsibility to protect you. They don't have to protect you, and if they manage to not protect you, it is not their fault, or they cannot be held liable. It might be their fault, but they cannot be held liable for your safety if they manage to not provide enough care for you to keep you alive. So for them to try to say that this is a 14th Amendment issue and that they truly believe they're going to be able to go after the police for negligence, I'm going to be very, very surprised to see any sort of progress in that realm, because we've seen time and time again, the Supreme Court has said the police don't have a duty to protect you. Duty, protect and serve, that's just a slogan. They don't actually have to protect or serve you. Now, they went on record in saying, what we intend to do is to help serve this community, and that is to file a 27 billion civil rights lawsuit under the United States Constitution, one of a kind in the whole world. The civil rights attorney is holding no punches. He intends to file a class action lawsuit against anyone who could be held responsible for what happened inside Robb Elementary on May 24th. Anyone. Now, the only one that matters is the person who did it. Maybe you can say that the police need to respond better, but who is responsible for it? Is Daniel Defense responsible? Is EOTech responsible? Is the Oasis Outback, the store that sold the firearm, are they responsible? Did they make it do it? Now, me personally, I own a variety of firearms. I own a lot of them. None of my guns have ever whispered into my ear sweet nothings telling me to commit mass atrocities. I don't think that's something that actually happens. I have never seen a firearms advertisement. I've never seen a YouTube video that made me think, yes, I will go out and do bad things with my gun. I don't see how anyone can say that the manufacturer of the Toyota Prius is responsible for the victims' lives who are killed in drunk driving accidents. So I don't understand how you can say that the manufacturer of a firearm is responsible for misuse of that firearm. Did Daniel Defense ever put out an ad saying this gun is good for mass atrocities? I don't think so, but they're going to target them. And like we saw with some other court cases, they might settle out of court. And this is the dangerous precedent that was set back when I believe it was Bushmaster or Remington settled out of court with the victims of the other big mass shootings. Not going to try to say certain names because I don't want this video to get flagged. We're already dangerous territory here. They're also going to be going after some institutional defendants, including the school board, the city council, and the city of Uvalde. Now, I'm very curious. I'm very curious why they feel that the city council or the school board is responsible for this sort of thing. Now, Bonner, this guy, is traveling from the state of California. So, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have let this happen. As the king of California, I should not have let this happen. I apologize. Now, Bonner's law firm is taking on this class action lawsuit with a team of other firms, including a local Uvalde law office and Everytown, a gun safety organization. Yes, gun safety organization. The organization that I'm not aware spends any money on actual safety and education of firearms and how to not hurt yourself or harm yourself. The organization that focuses entirely on gun control and not necessarily safe use of firearms. But sure, yeah, they're a gun safety organization. I think that lawsuits like this are very frivolous. They are clearly setting the number super, super high. I'm assuming that they're going to try to settle in some way. I don't see how they possibly think they have a leg to stand on trying to sue the police department when it seems like that sort of decision has already been decided long, long ago, multiple times, that the police don't have any duty or responsibility to protect you. I don't know how they're going to try to argue that Daniel Defense actually caused this to happen or should be held responsible, because again, I don't recall ever seeing a Daniel Defense ad that ever implied that their firearms were designed to be used in these mass atrocities. I don't recall them ever trying to say that you should buy a gun and then go do things like this. They seem to be one of those companies that is very pro-freedom, pro-self-defense, pro-personal protection. The whole deal with their ad trying to get it into the Super Bowl that was denied was an ad talking about a father wanting to protect his family. Does that seem like the kind of advertising that would lead to mass shootings? I don't think so. Let me know what you guys think down below. You guys know the drill. Have fun, be safe, stay dangerous. Peace.